Okay, we're gonna make a butternut squash. So what's something like that cost at the store?
Well, at the grocery store called Aldi's, it was 79 cents.
For one?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the fruit or vegetable?
Well, on television on Dr. Oz show, the fellow said it was a fruit,
Okay.
but we always thought it was a vegetable.
When you finally get it done cooked, it tastes like a yam without all the sugar and stuff in it. So just boil them in water.
Yeah, I just put it in a little water in the bottom and steam it, so enough so it don't go dry. And I don't know exactly how long it takes to cook it. And you have to have a sharp knife and don't cut yourself.
Yeah, we'll do it here because cat's eating over there.
I want it on something that's not slippery.
You almost need a saw.
Well, that's why I told you you need a chainsaw to cut it.
Wow. So you just boil it for 20 minutes?
Or until it's done.
And how do you tell it's done?
Thick it with a fork.
When it's soft?
Yeah, and it's soft like a carrot or a potato.
So you just chop that thing in fours or what?
Well, you can cut it any way you want it. You can even leave the stem on if you want to. Can't even get it off. It's really hard.
Pretty hard.
Oh, it might have been nice if I took the label off of it.
Take the plastic off of it.
Yeah, there's usually a label stuck on it. I don't want glue in my food.
They're really good. It's better than yams. And you don't have to peel 100 of them.
After it cooks, all you have to do is take a spoon and scrape it off the skin. It's easier than trying to peel it.
So don't eat the skin.
Nah, I wouldn't eat this. It probably wouldn't taste very good anyway. Think it'll cook faster if I cut that too?
Nah, it's alright.
And then this is the messy part.
Oh wow, there's seeds in it, huh?
Yeah. I saved some of the seeds the last time. I feel like planting a garden. Get an axe.
Yeah, you almost need a saw.
Remember I was telling you to chainsaw.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing with any of the squash family. Or a pumpkin. It's all in the same group.
A Like, what do you mean, squash family? Gourds?
Not gourds. You don't want to eat gourds.
Well,
But they're all,
what? What are you talking?
there's all different color squash. Green acorn squash. There's some that look like little pumpkins. I don't know all the names of them.
Acorn squash are the little green ones. They're about the size of this thing here, or size of a coffee cup.
Yeah, they're shaped like an acorn. There's one on the back porch. You have a book in there that shows you all the different ones.
So you're scraping that pretty clean.
Yeah, I guess it don't matter if you have a little bit of that stuff in there. Yeah, see, you were going to put it in that smaller pan. The spoon ain't sharp and you can't get it out. Oh, and if you want them to cut easier, you can punch a couple holes in them with an ice pick and put it in the microwave for a few minutes. Soften it, enough to soften it up.
So then you just fill it up with water.
I'd put about maybe 3 inches of water in there at least.
Really? So you don't actually cover them in water?
No, just steam. Cover on and steam them.
3 inches. Good.
Yeah,
And then just put it on high.
yeah. Yeah, we'll time it and see how long it takes for it to cook, and then we'll never tell them.
Keep it on high until it starts to boil, then turn it down.
Yeah.
And so turn it down to about half, and then cook them for about 20 minutes or so. Okay, see ya. Bye.
So I don't know how long it'll take to cook, but we'll time it for, say, 20 minutes.
Okay, so it's just starting to boil. Okay, so you set the timer for 20 minutes,
And then I'll test it with a fork and see if it's done.
you're gonna turn down the burner.
Yeah, then I'll turn it down just enough to keep it simmering.
So you got it all the way down to 2
Yeah,
for 20 minutes.
depends on their stove.
Yeah.
Just enough to keep it simmering in there.
Okay,
Bubbling.
see you in 20 minutes. Do you have to move them around at all or anything like that? Stir them or anything?
Nah,
No. Okay.
just thicken. The ones that are thicker are just a little bit hard. The thin ones where the seeds are done. So when you cut them up, you might want to cut the big pieces up. Cut them in half again, because they're not quite done. Got to cook them another 5 minutes at least.
Okay.
So instead of 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
It really depends on how big it is, though, right?
Yeah, if they're too thick, then you got to cook them a little longer. Stick them in a fork and see if they're soft. I'm going to drain the water off.
Okay, the squasher's done. So it cooked a total of what, 25 minutes, maybe even 30.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna drain the water out of it now. So show us what you do to check it to see if it's done. You just stick the fork in it?
Yeah, I just stick the fork in the biggest part.
And if it goes in and out real easy, it's done.
Yeah, if it's real soft,
Oh, okay.
it's done. And of course, you know the thin ones, they're done.
Stick a fork in them, they're done.
Yeah.
That's the old salesman saying. That means they're ready to buy. Stick a fork in them, they're ready.
I'm gonna buy me a new pot holders.
Okay, don't spill the hot water. It's hot.
Of course, my sink is clear on the other side of the room.
Don't drop them in the sink. And peel one in my bowl here for me.
And you can let it cool off until you don't burn your fingers.
So it just fell apart.
Yeah.
So here,
You have to let
peel,
'em-
peel the skin off.
You have to
that.
let them cool off because you can't touch them.
Show 'em- well, stick the fork in it and just peel it. Peel it with the spoon. Show them how to do it. So you
See, there's a real thin skin on the back.
don't eat the skin there.
Yeah, it wouldn't taste, I don't think it tastes like anything. But I usually let it cool off so I can touch it. You have to let them cool off enough so you can get a
So
hold of them.
you just peel them all like that. Throw it in a container and throw it in the fridge.
Unless you want to eat them right away.
Yeah. And how long will it last in the fridge?
I'd say 2 or 3 days, 4 days. I wouldn't keep them too long. You have to let it cool off. You can't pick it up with your hand to scrape it.
So besides butter, what else could you put on that?
I don't know. I never put anything else on it, only salt and pepper
Salt
and butter. I don't know what else you would put on it. Well, you have to let it cool off because you really have to hold it on your hand.
Okay, see ya. Bye.